This advert is FDA approved.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era when love was service. A silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center.
This advert is FDA approved.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era when love was service. A silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center.
This advert is FDA approved.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era when love was service. A silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center.
This advert is FDA approved.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era when love was service. A silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center.
This advert is FDA approved.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. the spirit of never giving up.
was listening on the Ghana X. And my name is Sina. So before we start the event, I would like to serenade you for a little bit. I know it's a Monday morning, so let me just raise the energy up a little bit. Turn your lights down low and open the window curtains, and we'll let your moon come shining in, say, into our lives again, saying, ooh, it's been a long, long time. I got this message for you, boy. But it seems it was never on time. But still I wanna get through to you, boy. Say, on time, on time. Listen now, I want to give you some love. Do you know this song? I want to give you some good, good loving. Say, oh, I want to give you some good, good loving. Listen, turn your lights down low. Oh, never try to resist, oh no. Oh, let your moon come shining in, yeah, into our lives again, saying, ooh, I love you, oh yeah, and I yeah, 'cause I want to give you some love, baby, 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 baby. I want to give you some good, good loving. Whoa, whoa, I want to give you some good, good loving. Yeah, I want to give you some love. Oh, I see you singing. Good loving, say, oh, I want to give you some good, good loving. One more time now. I want to give you some love. Hey, I want to give you some good, good loving. I want to give you some good, good loving. Thank you so much.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up.
Good morning. Are we ready to go? Thank you very much. So once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are most welcome to this morning's listening ceremony. Before I proceed, I will invite the priest of this market. As a market, we have a priest. So the priest of this market, Reverend Shamusen Glory Abbey, to come and give us the opening prayer. Thank you.
Good morning. Shall I please rise to our feet for prayer? Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you for this morning, and we thank you for bringing to pass the things that you've told us as an exchange, and we see it today in its reality. We thank you for this listing ceremony, and we thank you for the fact that you are bringing organic indigenous businesses from within this nation to take advantage of the opportunity that the exchange provides. We pray that you will lead and direct us by your Spirit, and you will navigate this program to bring glory to your name. We also ask that just as you've spoken to us as an exchange, you will cause your Spirit to to attract many more indigenous businesses and even businesses beyond our borders to be able to come and do business with us, so that we can provide the platform that is created to bring prosperity, to bring blessings, to bring uncommon favor to the businesses, and also to bless Mother Ghana as well. We thank you for hearing us, and we thank you for what you have done. We'll remember to give you gratitude and praise at the end of this listening ceremony. We thank you in Jesus' mighty name. Shall we say amen? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prophet, for the market. So once again, on behalf of the Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Ms. Abena Amwa, I welcome you to this morning's listing ceremony. This morning's ceremony is a very significant one. Why? Because this company at the moment will be the only company that has debt, bonds on our debt market and equity on our equities market. So it tells you how important this company takes this market. So this company has really made use of this exchange, and we are so grateful. It has been a very long journey, a long journey. But today we are here, thanks to the Almighty God. You see, this company taught us how to do pitching, even the way we dress. Because you see, when we go out there speaking, we are wearing our jackets and all those official outfits, not knowing that it was a deterrent. It was a serious deterrent. So we have learned, for nothing, we have learned from this company how to pitch. And we are so grateful for that. There's a lot that I would want to say. A lot. Because you see, this company has been the one that has become the ambassador of the market. Everywhere he goes, that is the CEO, he talks about the exchange. Everywhere we go to pitch, they will say, oh, Richard has been here already. Wow. Richard has been here already. Wow. Richard has been here already. That tells you how he has taken this market to heart. And we are so grateful. We are so, so grateful. If I would have wished that we would have just gifted you the fees, but because the exchange has to run, the exchange has to run, so we will charge you not too much, just a little to take care of the market. So we thank you so much for all the advocacy you are doing out there, all the work that you are doing out there for us. We cannot thank you enough. I get excited when there is a ceremony because it's on my shoulder. I have to make sure that I bring companies to the market. And that is my main job here. So you can tell the passion with which I'm speaking. When there's a listing ceremony, it means that I have taken another KPI. Just as I took the first one we did. So I am really excited, so excited, deep down from my heart, I'm really excited. Before we proceed, I will want to acknowledge some members in our midst, not that because they are so important than others, but because they are here, we will want to appreciate them. I believe you will agree with me, right? So, our special guest, our Honorable Minister, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Ejari, the Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, you are welcome. Dr. James Kluche Avizi, our regulator, that is the SEC's Director General. He is our regulator, so we dare not, anyway. Then we have Mr. Victor Azuma Megdida. Okay, I hope I got it right. Thank you. The Deputy CEO of MPRA. They are the ones that control the market, the big pockets. They are the one that controls the pockets. Madam Pearl Nkrumah, she is the chairperson of the GSC Council. And every other council member of GSC acknowledge your presence. There's another special guest I will want to acknowledge. Farm. Now we have to be able to say what profession the person is. So farm. I believe when I say farm, you get it. Pharmacist. That is Kofi Nsiapoku, the president of Association of Ghana Industry. Please, are you here? Okay. Now we come to our day people. Today is their day. Whether we like it or not, today is their day. Way back in school, when we are going to vacate, we have what we call our day. That is when we bring the Fanta and the jollof and all the things that we eat once in a year. But now it has become so common. It never used to be. So we have the group chairman and founder, Dr. Kwabena Eje himself. Doctor, we are so privileged to have you. We started chasing Doctor way back. Way back. So you can tell how far Kasapreko has come way back during doctor's time. That is when we started chasing him. We didn't know that our jackets were scaring him. We didn't know that until Richard, gave us that lead that, Charlie, you people, check your dressing when you are pitching. Then we have the board chair, Mr. Samuel Adetola. We have the group CEO Pinnacle, Mr. Samuel Abudu. And then we have the man himself, the MD of Kasapreko Plc, Mr. Richard Ajay. His deputy, Mr. Greg Pitt. Then the CEO of Cape May Properties, Mrs. Eunice Ajay Bonsu. We have Executive Director Isaac Ajay. So we would end here with the first batch of acknowledgements. We would come back. So at this time, I will invite the Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Ms. Abuna Amoa, to give her opening address.
Our special guest of honor, representing His Excellency the President of Ghana, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Dr. James Kluche Aveje, the Director General of SCC, the founder of Kasapreko, Dr. Kwabena, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are all warmly welcome to this morning's event. I feel like singing. I feel like singing. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Thank you for accommodating my apunchy voice. But I'm excited to set the tone. And Psalm 118 verse 24 indeed says, this is the day the Lord has made. We rejoice and we are glad in it. Distinguished guests, it's with a joyful and grateful heart that I warmly welcome you all to this historic occasion, this special day that the Lord Himself has made, when we officially list Kasapreko Plc on the main market of the Ghana Stock Exchange. The journey to today's listing is a deeply personal one for me and for the exchange. It began for me over 25 years ago when I was a young stockbroker at SAS. Yes, I'm still a young person. I would often make the trip to Spintex to pitch the idea of listing to Dr. Kwabena and his advisors, particularly the distinguished banker, Dr. Percival Kranche of blessed memory. Those of you who remember him. The pursuit continued in 2008 when I moved to Rencap, at a time when Martin Mensah was the CEO of Kasapreko. When I joined the exchange in 2020 as Deputy MD, Kasapreko, as Joyce rightly said, was still at the very top of our prospect list. And the current MD, poor Richard Ajay, well, he simply couldn't escape me at business events. I'm quite sure he thought, not this woman again. Because every single place I saw him, like Richard, won't you list? But let me also take this moment to acknowledge and celebrate all the investment bankers and previous leaders of the Ghana Stock Exchange who came before me, who also, just like me, pursued Kasapreko over several years. Some of you may ask, what made Kasapreko such an irresistible and beautiful flower that we were all trying to get? And we think that the founders of the Ghana Stock Exchange envisioned that Ghana's economic transformation would depend on strong, well-capitalized, and transparently governed domestic companies. Companies capable of becoming regional and global champions through listing on the stock exchange. And Kasapreko ticked every single box. Yet, as Joyce said, Dr. Kwabena humorously conveyed to me through Richard that all those years ago, as persistent suitors, our approach simply wasn't working. In his words, our game was weak. Or as the Gen Zers may say, bro, we had zero riz. So Dr. Kwabena, today on your listing, I got myself a red t-shirt. I went searching for boots, only for you and Richard to show up today, Richard wearing the suit. That wasn't working. Now I'm confused about the strategy. We would show up in our suits and coats, speak a lot of English or grammar, as our Nigerian brothers say. And we failed to connect with the leadership. But meanwhile, we thought we had game. And I'm sure many of the women here can relate to how Kasapreko felt. I certainly can, when a man thinks he has game and he's doing nothing at all. So what changed? The market evolved, and so did we at the Ghana Stock Exchange. We introduced a corporate debt market through the Ghana fixed income market, allowing companies to access capital without immediately giving up equity. The macroeconomic environment shifted. High interest rates creating new urgency for alternative financing. The pension fund industry, especially after DDEP, the silver lining, became more prepared to diversify. And importantly, someone came along with the right message. Mr. Richard J. has acknowledged that there was one gentleman who's not here with us today, but that gentleman's name is Emmanuel Ojem Abuache. Ojem then was with Consolidated Bank Ghana, and in 2023, he sat Richard and his team down and explained the capital market opportunity in terms that truly resonated, finally, with them. So today, I salute Ojem Buache. A former teacher turned banker and now an MIT Sloan graduate. Good teachers indeed make all the difference. God bless all our teachers. But that conversation marked the beginning of Kasapreko's remarkable journey on the exchange. In 2024, you successfully raised 351 million Ghana cedis through a corporate bond issuance on our fixed income market. That foundation is what culminated in this transformational initial public offering that has been significantly oversubscribed, and for us, a clear evidence of strong investor confidence in Kasapreko, the Ghana Stock Exchange, and Ghana's capital markets as a platform for wealth creation. Today's milestone reflects not only your growth, Kasapreko, but also the increasingly pivotal role of Ghana's capital markets in mobilizing long-term capital and building resilient African enterprises. And here I must commend all the transaction advisors for delivering an inclusive IPO process that encouraged broad retail participation. Ayiko. Ladies and gentlemen, this listing comes during a period of exceptional performance in our market. As of just last Friday, our composite index was up almost 65%, building on 3 consecutive years of strong growth. Even more striking for us at the exchange is the number of trades executed on the markets, on our equities markets, so far to May this year. Over 457,000 trades have been executed, compared to 63,000 only the same period last year. An increase of over 625%, and a lot of this interest coming from retail investors. These figures reflect growing investor confidence, improving liquidity, and broadening participation across all segments. Our bond market is also rebounding, supporting both government and corporate financing. And some of the products we have introduced, commercial paper, green and sustainable bonds, OTC investments, are expanding opportunities, and we are beginning to see interest in them as well. But beyond performance, when your trade infrastructure is growing so rapidly, or interest in it is growing so rapidly, we need to strengthen our market infrastructure. And that is why we are enhancing our technology, partnering with our fintechs and our brokers to put out more digital investment tools to meet that investor demand. Also through the government, we are actively advancing the listing of SOEs, a program strongly supported by His Excellency the President, affirmed during his recent visit to the London Stock Exchange. We believe this initiative will unlock value, strengthen governance, and deepen our markets further. Looking ahead, we remain committed to expanding listings with Ghana's private sector, AGI President, I hope you are in the room, advancing frameworks for commercial bank listings in collaboration with the Bank of Ghana, our regulator SEC, and other stakeholders, and thirdly, intensifying investor education. Ladies and gentlemen, Kasapreko's listing is not just a corporate milestone. It's a powerful signal of what is possible when strong Ghanaian enterprises access the right capital with a supportive market ecosystem. On behalf of all of us at the Ghana Stock Exchange, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to Kasapreko Plc, the founder, the board, management staff, and all shareholders. We look forward to your continued growth as a proudly Ghanaian and truly African and global success story. Finally, 6 months ago, when we rang the bell for the first IPO after a 7-year drought, that for First Atlantic, I stood here and I prayed, those of you who laughed at the time, that the bell of the exchange will ring every single month. I said the prayer, and whilst other people laughed, I must confess, my own faith wasn't even that strong. But our Almighty Father, in His own mercy, said, Abna, watch me. And after First Atlantic came Zen Petroleum. And now we have Kasapreko. 3 IPOs in 6 months, each significantly oversubscribed. Not even the most advanced markets, London Stock Exchange and Co., have seen this. And here we are in Ghana, having this renaissance. Today, ladies and gentlemen, my faith in God and in Ghana's capital markets is much, much stronger and deeper than 6 months ago. And so I joined the psalmist in Psalm 118, and I recommend all of you go and read the whole Psalm 118. And at the beginning it says, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His steadfast love endures forever. What do we say? Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His steadfast love endures forever. Let the GSC bell ring loudly and monthly. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for my MD. So she prophesied, and here we are. We thank God for that. So I want to do another set of acknowledgements, if you would pardon me. So we have Mr. Gerard Bonsu, CEO of Africa Gold Buying Company Limited. We have Theodore Albright, Managing Consultant, the Family Office Africa. Then we have Dr. Edward Nati Bochi, Managing Director of ABSA, and all other executives of ABSA. Then we have Mr. Enes Mauli Abusi, Board Chairman, CBG, and other board members. We have Madame Florence Ade Ohene, Deputy Managing Director, CBG. Thank you very much. Sorry, it's Adai Ohene, sorry. Adai Ohene. So we'll move to the next speech. So this is going to be speeches because we have all the transaction advisors, Data Bank, ABSA, and CBG. They all want to say something. So please, a max of 5 minutes for each person. A max of 5 minutes for each person. Please, Mr. Ama Akote, the MD of Data Bank Brokerage.
I'm sure because of my height, a number of you may not see me, but just pardon me. I would say I'm genetically, vertically challenged. So good morning, and standing on the protocol already established, because it's supposed to be very short speeches. I guess I'll go straight to the point. 3 numbers and what they mean for this transaction. First, the demand. So the offer closed on 1st June, and at the end of the 28-day period for investors to participate in the offer, we had 18,781 investors. We are actually aware that on other platforms that some of my colleague brokers deployed, this number could go to about 30,000 plus. Now, the investors showed up and bid for 1.73 billion cedis against a target of 700 million cedis. Now, in our parlance, and pardon us for being finance people, we like to bamboozle you, so we say the book was 2.46 times covered. For the simple ones who would want to say it differently, the company sought to raise 700 million cedis, and it had to let go of 1.3 billion, 1.03 billion cedis. The figures are so large for my brain to process. Now, by 5th June, per the timetable, every investor had received the allocation by the board. And that's according to the timetable. We didn't need to extend it. Now, you may say this is a marketing story. You are right. But that's the market telling you in the clearest language that it has that it trusts this company. Second is the process of allocation, which we say it's fair. A uniform allocation approved by the board of 40.56% was applied to every single investor's account. Now, there were no exceptions given, no side deals, and no special treatment. Whether you are a retail investor, you are an institutional investor, you are a foreigner, you are a Ghanaian, the same ratio was applied to your bid. That's how you build a market that investors will trust. The third is the purpose of the transaction. The capital raise wasn't done for its own sake. It's not because in the last 2 years you've seen the market valuations improve, and so you believe that a company will come to market and raise money because valuations have improved. The 700 million is allocated to completing this third factory and expanding the company's operations. The money has a job to do, and Kasapreko now has 18,000 plus shareholders watching to see how well this job is done. Our role as data bank and our relationship with the company started in 2023. We were privileged by the board to have been appointed as a joint lead arranger to help the company restructure its debt. We were privileged again to have been appointed by the board as a joint lead manager and a sponsoring broker alongside our counterparts, Absa Bank Ghana and Consolidated Bank Ghana. We backed this transaction because we believed in it, and the market validated that belief decisively. To the board and management and staff of Kasapreko Plc, to the regulators who supervise this process, to my fellow joint lead managers, and importantly for me, to the licensed dealing members across this exchange who took this offer to every corner of this market without compensation. Thank you. This result belongs to you. Now, as a licensed dealing member, I warmly welcome Kasapreko to the equities market of the Ghana Stock Exchange, and to humbly remind you that as a broker, your job just began, and we'll be watching very closely. Thank you for your attention.
Mr. Kwesi, please, have you spoken for all? Okay. So we will have Absa speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much. After the MD of the Stock Exchange sang her song, I was just wondering that if you come after her and she has sung a song and you are a banker, perhaps you should pass around an offering bowl. Okay, so I've got 5 minutes, I'm told. Let me just go straight to it. So the Honorable Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the DG for SEC, the MD of Ghana Stock Exchange, the board chair of Ghana Stock Exchange, thank you for the opportunity to address you today. As I have 5 minutes, I would confine my comments to 3 key points, and then I will take my seat. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my heartfelt congrats to the board and the team of Kasapreko. Your journey from a single product business in 1989 to the world-class institution that we see today is an impressive story. Over the years, you've managed your growth with excellent foresight and exceptional outcomes. You have built a brand that is respected both in Ghana and also beyond. Today, you are taking an important step in your evolution by inviting the public to share in your success. And the response from the market has been extraordinary. To think that you raised more than twice the expected amount, and from 18,000 investors. Sometimes it's easy to have a few people just come up, but to have that broad-based support indeed is a testament to the amazing work that you have done. And this overwhelming feedback is a powerful testament of the confidence that all of us have in you and your business and your prospects. I thought you would clap for them or something. The second point I'd like to highlight is that for us in ABSA, this aligns very much with what we believe in. Our purpose is to help Ghanaian businesses along their paths of growth. No matter where you find yourself, ABSA is a partner for you. Whether you are looking for short-term funding, long-term funding, or to do deals like this, we are the partner for you. The fact that we have a loan portfolio of over 11 billion Ghana cedis is testament to our commitment to Ghanaian businesses. From small SME to large industries, ABSA is your partner of choice. Finally, I would like to see a lot more Ghanaian companies take this important step also and assess the capital market to ensure that the kinds of growth that we all aspire to, that we are able to achieve all of these kinds of growth. Transactions like this strengthen our market, and I trust that many more companies will take this step. The capital is available, the expertise is available, the opportunity is here, and at ABSA we are ready, we are open for a business. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Botwe. So, CBG. Thank you, Madam.
Good morning. Another good morning. Thank you. So on behalf of our board chairman and board members who are all present today, I would like to extend our warm regards to the Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. I would also like to extend warm regards to the Kasapreko, our day team, as you are called. I think we're all going to leave here calling you our day team. So we have our group president, our group chairman, the MD, Mr. Ajay, and then to the MD's leadership of the Ghana Stock Exchange, our partner banks and brokers, the media, esteemed guests, and all other protocol observed. It's a pleasure to be here with you today to celebrate the successful IPO of Kasapreko Plc, of which CBG was one of the joint lead arrangers. We are proud that this offer was oversubscribed, as already mentioned. We plan to raise 700 million cedis. The oversubscription was 1.7 billion, representing 2.45 times the initial amount. This reflects strong investor confidence in Kasapreko and your growth. Now, I should add that the oversubscription have already been returned back to the investors, so no one is keeping any of those excess funds, okay? I think this transaction represents a significant milestone not only for Kasapreko, but also for Consolidated Bank Ghana. It marks our first equity transaction since the establishment of our syndication and capital markets desk. I'm happy to say that it will not be our last IPO. The successful execution of this IPO underscores our readiness and capabilities to support Kasapreko and organizations seeking for similar milestones. We remain committed to building strong financial partnerships and supporting businesses seeking to unlock growth opportunities in the capital market space. On behalf of our managing director, the staff of CBG who have worked tirelessly to make this possible with the other banks and other partners, we thank Kasapreko for entrusting us with this tremendous opportunity, and we do not take it lightly. We look forward to strengthening the partnerships and working with other organizations to achieve their financial goals as well. Together, we will embrace the opportunities ahead, and as CB, like we always say, we stand with you. Again, my name is Ade Ohene, Deputy Managing Director of Consolidated Bank, And I thank you for your time this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for emphasizing on your name. I really appreciate that. Right, so to move to the next batch of speeches, I believe that we need to have some break to digest all that we have heard. Then we will move on to the next batch of speeches. So at this time, we would like to watch a video from Kasapreko. Thank you very much.
For over 3 decades, one company has remained true to its purpose. Built on hard work, driven by innovation, inspired by the entrepreneurial spirit of Ghana. From humble beginnings, Kasapreko Plc has grown into one of Ghana's leading beverage manufacturing companies, creating brands that have become part of everyday life, celebrations, communities, and cherished moments across the country and beyond. What began as a vision to produce authentic Ghanaian products has evolved into a diverse portfolio of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages enjoyed by millions. But our story has never been only about beverages. It has always been about people. The people who believed in a dream, the employees who worked tirelessly to bring it to life, the distributors and trade partners who carried our brands across the country, and the consumers who welcomed us into their homes and celebrations. For 38 years, their trust has shaped our journey. Today, we celebrate another defining chapter, a chapter made possible by the confidence and support of Ghanaians. Our initial public offering marked a significant milestone in our history. The response from investors demonstrated belief in the Kasapreko story, confidence in our future, and support for a proudly Ghanaian company with ambitious growth aspirations. To every investor, consumer, partner, employee, and stakeholder, thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for backing our vision. Thank you for being part of this historic journey. As we officially list on the Ghana Stock Exchange, we do so with gratitude, humility, and a renewed sense of purpose. Because this milestone is not the destination, it is the beginning of our next phase of growth, a future powered by innovation, a future driven by manufacturing excellence, a future built on sustainability, operational efficiency, and world-class standards. At the heart of this future is our new manufacturing facility at Adeso, a transformative investment designed to strengthen our competitiveness, support future demand, and provide the foundation for long-term growth. The facility will feature some of the most advanced beverage production technology in Ghana, including high-speed production lines, automation, robotics, and innovation-focused manufacturing capabilities. It will create opportunities, create jobs, stimulate economic activity, and contribute meaningfully to Ghana's industrial development. This investment reflects our confidence in Ghana, our confidence in local manufacturing, and our confidence in the future. As a publicly listed company, we remain committed to the values that have brought us this far. Respectful, achievers, committed, honesty, united. We remain committed to creating value for our shareholders, delivering quality for our customers, supporting communities, and contributing to the national development. Today, we celebrate a milestone. Tomorrow, we continue building stronger brands, building stronger partnerships, building stronger communities, and building a stronger future. Because our journey has always been bigger than us. It is a story of Ghanaian enterprise, a story of resilience, a story of belief, A story still being written, built by Ghanaians, backed by Ghanaians, ready for the future. Kasapreko Plc, a step beyond excellence. Beyond excellence. For over 3 decades, one company has remained true to its purpose. Built on hard work, driven by innovation, inspired by the entrepreneurial spirit of Ghana.
So now we come to the speeches from Kasapreko. We have 4 from them. Today is your day, don't worry. We have all the time for you. So, first to give his speech is the Managing Director of Kasapreko, Mr. Richard Ajay.
So the Honorable Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Director General of the SEC, the Board Chair and the Managing Director of the GSC, the Chief Executive Officer of the National Pension Regulatory Authority, President of AGI, all guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is truly a historic day for Kasapreko Plc and the GSC. What began over 36 years ago as a small Ghanaian business founded by Dr. Kobneje has grown into one of the country's leading manufacturing companies. Today, we take another significant step in that journey as Kasapreko officially joins the main market of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Kasapreko's transition from a one-man-led business into a corporate institution really started in 2003 when Martin Mensah joined as CEO, and he came over with Mr. Teiko and Akola. I believe they are here, Mr. Teiko and Akola Martin. Thank you very much. Even though they are on different journeys now, they really started the corporate journey of Kasapreko. And a major thank you to our current management team and all employees for moving the company to an ISO level and a certified company, and now to a listed company. This is no small feat to you all. To our ESCO members, Greg, Humphrey, Gerald, Sylvester, Francis again, Kwesi, Charles, William, Solomon, and Imran, well done. And I'll say a big thank you to our CFO, Humphrey, for doing a lot of the paperwork, making sure that we go through all the regulations, and with support from our executive lady, Florence. Credit to you all, well done. To our board, led by Mr. Samuel Aditola, thank you all as well. We have a very solid and tough board, and we are grateful for your guidance, support, and all the checks and balances over the years. To our group office, also led by Mr. Samuel Abodo, and to our family shareholders, Emilia, Eunice, Isaac, and Abigail. I know it is not easy allowing a family business to go through the scrutiny of becoming a listed company. Well done to you all. Well done for contributing and supporting the journey and the belief that being on the GSC is not only about raising capital for long-term growth, but also creating a trans-generational business that will last and cross the 100-year mark, like many multinationals. I can't also leave Emmanuel Jem out. He really convinced me that we should look into the capital markets, and we came in 2024. After we decided to bring our business into the equity side, our board were moving left and right, deciding whether to go through private equity, whether to do GSC Ghana, to do London, wherever. I remember Abena last year cornered me in her boardroom and told me what is going on. And I told her the considerations our board are going through, and she said, Richard, tell me the next meeting
of your board, and I'm coming there. And I think eventually our board took the right decision, and I'll say thank you very much for pushing and bringing this business to the stock exchange. And now to our joint lead arrangers, your names will be definitely written in gold for making this a successful IPO. Amma of Data Bank, Yvonne of CBG, and Kizito of APSA, thank you. This listing is not merely a financial milestone, it is a vote of confidence in Ghanaian enterprise, in local manufacturing, and in the future of Kasapreko. On behalf of the board and management, I would like to sincerely thank all the investors who participated in our IPO. The overwhelming response, with bids exceeding over 1.2 billion from over 350 pension funds and over 30,000 retail investors, demonstrates the strong confidence investors have in our business. And I'll say that the brokers and the GSE should continue educating the market so that the market can become a bit more liquid than it is now. And I think companies like IC Wealth and Blackstar with their apps are really innovative, and other brokerage firms should continue to follow that step. Since our 350 million bond program in 2024 and now our 1.7 billion IPO bids, Kasapreko has actually raised more than 2.1 billion Ghana cedis from the Ghana Stock Exchange. Unfortunately, we have to retain 1 billion, and if I had what I would drink on it for another 1 billion. But we've had to reject 1 billion, but this clearly shows that Ghanaians are willing to support Ghanaian businesses, and the GSE serves as a great avenue for raising long-term and patient capital for Ghanaian businesses. On Friday, I was actually very happy to meet a young man with a great business that said, Richard, this year I am doing exactly what Kasapreko did. I'm going to come to the fixed income markets and later come to the equity markets. I won't mention the company's name, but the person is here today as well. So this is a dress rehearsal for them. I am truly encouraged that other well-run Ghanaian businesses should consider to come to the capital markets instead of always relying on their traditional debt to finance long-term projects. We are deeply grateful for the trust, and we are fully committed to rewarding it through disciplined execution, strong corporate governance, and sustainable growth. I would like to thank the SEC again, the GSC, and all the firms that support it, like Bella, KPMG, PwC, and the CSD, all our regulators, our distributors, customers, and business partners whose support has made this achievement possible. While today is a day of celebration, it is also a day of responsibility. As a publicly listed company, we are committed to transparency, accountability, innovation, and creating long-term value for our shareholders. We will continue investing in our people, our brands, our manufacturing capabilities as we pursue our goal of expanding our global footprint. To our new shareholders, welcome to the Kasapreko family. We look forward to building the future together. This business was started and built by one man, Dr. Kwabena J. What he has done is truly remarkable, and an honor goes on, and all our honor goes to him. He took a risk, and now we have a big story to say today. He deserves a standing ovation. So thank you very much for creating such a business. I think it's a good thing for Ghana. There's a saying that what one man can do, another man can also do, and yeah, we should. A woman can also do as well. But now, Kasapreko has 30,000 individuals and 350 pension funds behind it. I think we can do 10 times better than Dr. Kwabena J did. So let's look forward to Kasapreko. Today, Kasapreko Plc enters a new chapter in its remarkable journey, no longer a story of one entrepreneur or one family. It is now a story of thousands of shareholders united behind a common vision to build one of Africa's most respected consumer goods companies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Richard. So when you do the debt, then you realize that then you come through by the equity. So it's not as fearsome as it is, the perception that people have that coming to market is so, so hunhudious, for want of a better word, Thank you. So now I'll invite Mr. Samuel Abodul, the Group CEO of Pinnacle. Thank you.
Honorable Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Director General of the Ghana Stock Exchange, the Chief Executive Officer of the Association of Ghana Industries, members of the board, captains of industry, distinguished investors and shareholders, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Pinnacle Holding Limited has been the sole shareholder of Kasapreko Plc until today. Today marks a monumental milestone for our company as we officially become a publicly traded company on the Ghana Stock Exchange. On behalf of the entire management team of Pinnacle Holding Limited, I extend our heartfelt welcome to all our new shareholders. As we complete this resounding initial public offering, not only have we introduced new capital, but we have also gained new partners. We are deeply humbled by the trust you have placed in our vision, our team, and our future. I want to express my deepest gratitude to all our past and present employees. We have always worked together as one family. Your brilliant ideas, dedication, spectacular commitment made this Kasapreko dream a reality. To all our business partners, thank you for trusting us and growing alongside us. And to the transaction advisors and investors, thank you for believing in the vision of the company. For those of you joining us as minority shareholders, I want to make a firm commitment to you today. Our company's foundation has always been built on excellence, integrity, resilience, transparency, and inclusivity. Whether you hold a few shares or a significant institutional stake, you are an important member of this great company. Your voices matter, your perspectives are valued, and your long-term success is our priority. We are committed to maintaining the highest standards of corporate governance. Hitherto, as the sole shareholder of Kasapreko Plc, management of Pinnacle Holding Limited have observed with admiration the competent manner in which the board and management of the company have judiciously applied the resources of the company to profitable ventures. We have no doubt whatsoever in our minds that your investment will be used to support the current and future growth of the business, with the view of creating long-term sustainable value for the country as a whole and for us as members of the company. The future starts now, and we, the members, are ready to support the company scale to greater heights. The vision of our founder, Dr. Kwabena, has always been to grow the company bigger and to be part of a billion-dollar company rather than a small company that is 100% family-owned. This is a family that is open to inclusivity and independent minds. For those of you who could not participate in the initial public offering, you are welcome to join us. And I will encourage you to explore the opportunities in the retail markets. And to our newest shareholders, we are thrilled to have you on board. This incredible journey ahead. Akwaba.
Thank you, sir. So the next to give us his speech is the board chair of Kasapreko Plc, Mr. Samuel Adetola, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister for Trade, Director General of the SEC, the MD of Ghana Stock Exchange, our rangers, and all present. First of all, let me say that my voice is not that good, but I would not attempt to sing. So I'm not here to sing, actually. But basically to share in today's grand event and to provide a special welcome to the new shareholders, the corporates and the retail. The overwhelming confidence reposed in us by investors shows an undoubted recognition, as exemplified in the statistics that was provided by Mr. Ama. Total bids of 1.72 billion, target raise of 700 million, subscription level of 246%, oversubscription of 146. There are only a few companies in Ghana that can exhibit that success story. And it comes along with a lot of confidence that the new shareholders have placed in us, in Kasapreko. All investors did not take this decision lightly. They scrutinized us, they looked at our brand, our consistent growth trajectory, our exports, and the current macroeconomic environment. So clearly, in themselves, before they lent trust to us, they looked at a variety of things. So for that, the next question is that, what is our mutual future looking like? Because for us at Kasapreko, investors' trust is our greatest asset, and we are committed to protecting it through transparency in what we do, accountability, a disciplined expansion, strategic investment in capacity, and long-term value. Let me say once again to our new shareholders, welcome to Kasapreko. Let me say a special word with regards to our founder. Kwabena invited me to join the board several years ago. My first visit to the factory, I was wondering, oh, who is this who's done this huge thing? At that time, I called it huge. Today, I don't know what word to use, because it's a lot bigger than what I met the first time. I always tell Kwabna that thank you for sharing the dream. Because it's only a few people, and let me describe it, exceptional people, who would actually go out of their way to bring inclusivity to what they've done. To all of you, thank you very much, and long live Kasapreko.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So now the size is beyond description. Much, much bigger. Now we invite Dr. Kobina Echei, the founder, the group chair of the entire group.
Thank you very much. Abena, am I to compete with you with your saying? I can do that. But I will say, if I have a wind like a dove, do you know that? If I have a wind like a dove, yeah, if I have a wind like a dove, yes, sure, yes. So, the Honorable Minister for Trade, Agro, Business and Industries, the Director General of Security and Exchange Commission, the Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Pension Regulatory Authority, President of the AGI, distinguished guests, captains of industry, investors and partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Mamo Akwaba, good morning once again. Today is one of the proudest and most emotional moments of my life. Today is history. Today is our day. As I stand here before you and witness the listing of Kasapreko Plc on the Ghana Stock Exchange, I am reminded of a journey that began about 36 years ago in a small room with one mission: to put Ghana on the global beverage map with quality, pride, and integrity. We had more faith than capital. More dreams than equipment. More belief than doubt. But we never doubted that Ghanaians deserve world-class brands. Standing here today, as Kasapreko Plc is officially listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange after exceeding our 700 million cedi Ghana market, I am humbled. 700 million Ghana cedis is just a number. Sorry, 700 Ghana million cedis is not just a number. It is a vote of confidence. It is 700 million reasons why Ghanaians and foreign investors believe in the Ghanaian company. It is proud that made in Ghana can compete, can scale, and can create value. To every investor who subscribed beyond our target, I say thank you, Madam Ase. You did not just buy shares, but you bought into a dream, and a very powerful dream, of course. You have become co-owners of a company with a flair for success, a company that employs thousands, a company that flies the Ghana flag, not only in Ghana, but across Africa and beyond. You have become co-owners of the home of Alomo Bitters, the authentic bitters that keep friends together, and the Awake Water, the water that keep our nation Ghana hydrated. This milestone belongs to every employee, past and present, who worked tirelessly to build this business, to every distributor and customers who believe in our product, to every partner who supported our growth, and to every member of our family who sacrificed along the way, especially my dear wife, Mary Ajay. To our competitors, let this inspire, not intimidate. Let this bring us together, not to divide us. Our destiny is tied together. When one Ghanaian company wins, we all win. A strong Ghana Stock Exchange needs strong Ghanaian companies. Let us build together. Listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange is not the destination. It is not the finish line. It is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter that will be defined by greater transparency, greater accountability, and bigger growth. The capital raise will help us to expand our production, deepen our exports, invest in innovation, and create more jobs. As we grow, value will be added with all those who own a piece of us. But our mission remains clear: to build one of Africa's most respected beverage and consumer goods companies. To the youth who is listening today, my advice is: dare dream big, stay focused, remain resilient, give your dreams legs. Roll up your sleeves, because the world is waiting for you. On behalf of the entire Kasapreko family, I thank you for being part of this historic occasion. We are grateful to God, Jehovah, for how far we have come. I'm excited about the future ahead, fully committed to taking Kasapreko Plc to even higher heights. Together, we continue to grow. And our tagline remains: a step beyond excellence. Thank you very much for coming, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Another round of applause for him. So permit me to do my last acknowledgement. I have here Ms. Faustina Coleman-Forsen, the Head of Operations of Central Securities Depository, Mr. Michael Buzumbil, the CEO of Petrosol Platinum Energy Limited, Mr. Seth Chum Akwabwa, CEO of Association of Ghana Industries. Now let's move to the next speech. Sorry. So the next speech will come from Mr. Victor Azuma Mejida of the National Pension Regulatory Authority. He's the Deputy CEO. Thank you.
our special guest of honor, the Honorable Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Director General of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, distinguished CEOs and heads of businesses here in present, board, management, and staff of Kasapreko, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a genuine privilege to be here today on behalf of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority as we mark the listing of Kasapreko Plc on the Ghana Stock Exchange, a milestone that deserves our collective commendation. For us in the pensions industry, today's event is particularly important. Pensions funds are long-term investors. Our responsibility is to safeguard and grow the retirement savings of millions of Ghanaian workers. We therefore welcome opportunities to invest in well-governed, transparent, and growth-oriented businesses that contribute to national development while generating sustainable returns for contributors. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's pension assets have grown considerably, with assets under management reaching 120 billion Ghana cedis as at the end of first quarter 2026, representing a significant pool of patient capital that must be deployed and prudently invested. We at the MPRA have, however, been candid about a structural challenge in Ghana's pension system. Our pension portfolio has been overly concentrated in government securities over the years, but we are happy to announce that we are actively addressing this issue, with concentration in government securities already declining from 71% to about 61% within the past 1 year. Ladies and gentlemen, our investment guidelines also permit up to 20% of assets under management to be allocated to private equity. However, current utilization is around 15%, leaving meaningful room to invest. And like Madam Abuna said, this is a vehicle other businesses can explore to grow and invest in Ghana's economy. To the shareholders, board, management, and staff of Kasapreko, congratulations on this remarkable achievement. However, let me say that listing on the stock exchange is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a new chapter that will require continuous transparency, responsibility, and value creation for shareholders. By listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange, you've chosen accountability. You've opened your doors to the Ghanaian public, including the retirement savings of our workers. Whilst this is an honor, it also carries an equal measure of responsibility. The MPRA will therefore watch your stewardship with interest. We urge you to honor the trust through strong governance, timely disclosures, and a management culture that prizes long-term value over short-term gain. To the Ghana Stock Exchange, we commend your continuous effort to deepen and develop our capital market. The exchange's new listing rules, which took effect in February 2026, represent a comprehensive overhaul designed to attract new issuers and strengthen market integrity. The MPRA stands ready to work alongside you, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and I must say that Mr. Aveji is also a board member of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. He's doing a very good job in that, collaborating with us to see how we can explore into the capital market. So we expect this to help us in building a market ecosystem that inspires confidence among institutional investors. As regulators of the pension sector, the NPRA remains committed to promoting prudent investment guidelines strengthening governance standards, and supporting the development of a deeper and more diversified capital market. A vibrant stock market creates opportunity for pension schemes to diversify portfolios and participate in the growth of Ghanaian businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's story of development must be financed from within. It must be built on the savings of our own people, channeled through well-regulated markets into productive enterprises that create jobs, create wealth, and stand the test of time like Kasapreko. Today's listing is a brick in that evidence that we are all trying to build. So on behalf of the board and management of the Pensions Regulatory Authority, I congratulate Kasapreko Plc on this milestone and wish you every success as a listed company and look forward to your continued contribution to Ghana's economic development. May your listing be the beginning of a long and prosperous chapter. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. So, the last person and not the least, that I want to acknowledge is Mr. Kisei Antonio, who is the president of the Ghana Securities Industry Association. Thank you. And you know, I didn't say who I am because I was overexcited. My name is Joyce Esibuachi, the head of listing and new products of the Ghana Stock Exchange. So you can tell why I am so excited. So now we will call upon our regulator, Dr. James Kluche Avizi, to give us his speech. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Mrs. Elizabeth Ufosu-Ajari, the Managing Director and Board of Directors of Kasapreko Plc, the MD, Management and Staff of Ghana Stock Exchange, Deputy CEO, MPRA, distinguished dealing members and sponsoring brokers, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the apex regulator of the capital market in Ghana. It is a profound honor to stand before you on this truly historic day, the day Kasapreko Plc, a brand born from humble beginnings in 1989, officially begins the main markets to join the main market of the Ghana Stock Exchange under the ticker KPLC. A story of resilience. Kasapreko is not merely a beverage company. It is a testament of Ghanaian entrepreneurship. From its origin as Kwap Gooding Company Limited, it has grown into the nation's largest indigenous beverage manufacturer, giving us iconic brands like Alomo Bitters, Storm Energy Drink, and Awake Bottled Water. What began as a family vision has evolved into an enterprise employing over 2,300 Ghanaians and exporting to more than 16 countries across Africa, Europe, North America, and the Middle East. What a vote of confidence in our capital markets. Today's listing is more than a corporate milestone. It is a powerful vote of confidence in Ghana's capital markets under the reset agenda of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. After a 7-year drought of major public offering since MTN Ghana IPO in 2018, Kasapreko's decision to open its doors to public investment signals renewed optimism. The Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index surged 79% in 2025, making it one of the best, Africa's best performing markets. Kasapreko's arrival builds on the momentum, and I invite other indigenous companies, indigenous champions to follow suit. In the first quarter of 2026 alone, the profit after tax for the company jumped to 55%, jumped 55% to about 73 million Ghana cedis. This is driven by stronger sales and disciplined debt management. When SEC received a prospectus from Kasapreko to issue 700 million Ghana cedis, we saw the potential in the offer, so we put in maximum efforts to approve of it. The company's target of 700 million in the IPO to fund a new production facility at Adesu in the eastern region, a facility dedicated to bottled water and carbonated soft drink, was highly oversubscribed. Why is this offer matter for Ghana? Close to 100% of the proceeds from this IPO will be invested in real productive capacity here in Ghana. This is capital formation at its best. Money raised from Ghanaians and friends of Ghana being deployed to create jobs, deepen manufacturing, and reduce import dependency. It is a model of how stock exchange should serve as the engine room for national development. Now let's give a word to the new shareholders. To the thousands of Ghanaians who have subscribed to this offer, you are not just buying shares. You are becoming stakeholders in a legacy. You are partnering with management team that has demonstrated ability and commitment to quality. As Kasapreko transitions from a family-controlled enterprise to a publicly accountable company, it embraces the highest standards of corporate governance and transparency required by SEC and Ghana Stock Exchange. In conclusion, let us remember that capital markets are not abstract institutions. They are the mechanism through which dreams are financed, enterprises are scaled, and the prosperity is shared. Today, as the opening bell rings for Kasapreko Plc, it rings for every Ghanaian entrepreneur who dares to dream big, for every investor who believes in our economy, for a Ghana Stock Exchange that continues to mature as a platform for national transformation, and for SEC that continues to ensure that the investors and the integrity of the market are protected. The board and management of SEC congratulates Dr. Kobina Ajay, the founder, Mr. Richard Ajay, and the entire board and management of Kasapreko Plc, and every employee who has carried this vision for nearly 4 decades. May Kasapreko Plc flourish on the exchange, and may its success inspire new generation listing that deepen our market and broaden our prosperity. I thank you, and may God bless all of us.
Thank you very much, DG. So we will take another speech from the industry. So we have Mr. Seth Chum Akwabwa to do that. He is the CEO of the association. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister for Trade and Industry, the Managing Director of Ghana Stock Exchange, Dr. Kwabena J, a renowned industrialist and founder of Kasapreko, the Board Chair of Kasapreko, Managing Director of Kasapreko, Director General of SEC, investors that are gathered here, captains of industry, our friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be here again. I recall 2 years ago when the corporate bond was being issued on behalf of Kasapreko. I was here and I had the opportunity to give a short remark. And I think I was in the spirit at the time as well, so I also prophesied that it won't be long and we see Kasapreko on the main equity stock market. And today they are here. I think we should give them a big round of applause. And as we mentioned, today marks more than a corporate milestone. It marks a defining chapter in the story of a Ghanaian enterprise. The listing of Kasapreko Plc on the Ghana Stock Exchange is a testament to what becomes possible when vision meets discipline, and when an indigenous business dares to grow beyond its founding ambitions. From its roots in the Ghanaian soil, Kasapreko has built a brand that is not merely recognized, it is trusted, celebrated, and now formally enshrined in the architecture of our national economy. The resounding oversubscription, as has been mentioned by previous speakers of the IPO, speaks volumes. It is not simply a financial metric, it is a verdict delivered by investors who looked carefully at this company's foundations, its leadership trajectory, and chose with conviction to believe in what Kasapreko represents. The confidence is well placed, and it is indeed well deserved. We must also acknowledge what the listing affirms about the broader role of manufacturing in Ghana's development. Every bottle that leaves the Kasapreko facility represents jobs sustained, a supplier supported, a tax paid, and a family provided for. Manufacturing is not a background noise in our economy, it is indeed the engine. And it is the enterprises such as Kasapreko that has that engine running. Ladies and gentlemen, access to credit has featured prominently in AGI Business Barometer. Every quarter we do our business barometer and we try to assess the challenges that the manufacturing sector face. And I can say that almost every quarter, for the top 5 challenges, access to long-term funding is one of it. And manufacturing requires
For over 3 decades, one company has remained true to its purpose. Built on hard work, driven by innovation, inspired by the entrepreneurial spirit.
Alternative stock market is not to our expectation, but I believe that together with the Ghana Stock Exchange, we should continue the effort to bring more on board. To our fellow members of the Association of Ghana Industries, let this movement serve as both a celebration and a challenge. A celebration of what disciplined, transparent, and well-governed enterprise can achieve, and a challenge to each one of us to pursue that same standard with equal ambition. The capital market is not a distant instrument for multinationals. It is a pathway availability to Ghanaians or Ghanaian businesses who are ready to grow, scale, and to leave a lasting mark. As AGI, we do not celebrate this achievement only on Kasapreko's behalf. We celebrate it on behalf of every Ghanaian entrepreneur who has ever been told that locals cannot become large, that homegrown cannot become world-class. Kasapreko has answered that doubt eloquently and conclusively. May this listing not be just one of the first this year, but many more to come. And may it remind us all that the next generation of African corporate champions will not only come from Ghana, but they will be built here by hands like ours and foundations like Kasapreko. Congratulations, the board, management, and the entire Kasapreko family. Today, you have made Ghana proud, and we believe that you continue to be a shining example for many Ghanaian entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, we would now invite the keynote address by our special guest of honor, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare, Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry.
You have to use this as well. Thank you very much. Please sit. The Managing Director, Ghana Stock Exchange, the Founder and Group Chairman, Kasapreko Group, the Board Chair, Kasapreko Plc, the CEO, National Pensions Regulatory Authority, the Director General, Securities and Exchange Commission, representative of financial institution, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good day. I bring you greetings from His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, who would have wished to be here, but because of competing demands, he's asked me to be at this program. I think he told Abner in London when we met that he would have wished to be here, but because he's not available, his Minister for Industry will be here, and I'm here. Today, Ghana's capital market writes a new chapter with the listing of Kasapreko Plc on Ghana Stock Exchange. We are witnessing an undeniable market-tested proof that Ghanaian oil industry can attract serious capital, command investor confidence, and compete on the global stage. Kasapreko's journey, very interesting journey, from a startup in a small place in Nongwa to a manufacturer of over 100 product lines exporting to Africa, and once it gets to Africa, it moves to Europe, Asia, Middle East, and North America. It's a story of what disciplined, patient, and purposeful industrial ambition looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, Kasapreko's initial public offer, as has been stated here, which sought only 700 million cedis, attracted bids totaling 1.73 billion, and oversubscription of 146% from over 18,000 Ghanaian investors. It doesn't include me, you know. I wanted the opportunity to get a stake, but you know, I did not get that opportunity. So it means that many more people would have wished to take a bite. I hope the opportunity will come again. This is the largest oversubscription ever recorded by a locally owned manufacturer in the history of Ghana Stock Exchange. Give it up to them. What makes this listing particularly special is that it's not being undertaken to rescue a struggling company like the one I'll be listing soon, or to restructure financial obligation. I'll be listing one soon. It's struggling, but it will do well on the stock exchange. Rather, Kasapreko is coming to the market from a position of strength. The capital being raised is intended, as has been stated also, largely to finance the construction of a new production facility at Adeso to expand bottled water and carbonated soft drink production capacity. For global market watchers seeking signals of frontier market confidence, this listing is that signal. Ladies and gentlemen, strong companies do not emerge in a vacuum. They grow in enabling environments. His Excellency President Mohammed's administration's deliberate focus on macroeconomic stabilization, restored investor confidence, and structured private sector engagement has created the conditions for listing like this one to happen. The presidential private sector dialogue has opened a direct, results-oriented channel between business community and the highest level of government. Kasapreko itself is a beneficiary of this. A specific operational challenge raised by the company's leadership received personal attention of His Excellency the President, and it was resolved. More concretely, my ministry engagement with the Bank of Ghana led to the extension of exports proceeds repatriation timelines from 60 to 120 days, a critical measure for exporters managing cross-border cash flows. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, through our Feed the Industry program, our forthcoming agribusiness policy, and the revival of the Made in Ghana Fair, are systematically building the policy scaffolding for the next wave of Kasapreko class companies to emerge, scale, and list. We are focused on strengthening local sourcing linkages, incentivizing value addition, enhancing industrial competitiveness, and opening new market corridors for Ghanaian manufacturers. Non-tariff barriers are costing Ghanaian manufacturers real money and real market share. To confront this head-on, I convened an unprecedented ministerial visit to Kasapreko last Friday, the first of this kind. That sitting ECOWAS ministerial meeting has gone directly to a factory floor to hear from industry. Those concerns shape the closing outcomes of the 5th ECOWAS Ministers of Trade and Industry meeting. Ghana is no longer just raising issues, we are leading the regional response. Ladies and gentlemen, to domestic investors, pension funds, and asset managers, Kasapreko represents the kind of asset that anchors long-term portfolio strategy, a company with proven export revenues, brand equity built over decades, and expansion capital deployed into productive capacity rather than balance sheet repair. To international investors watching from London, New York, Dubai, and Singapore, Ghana's equity market is deepening, retail participation is growing, regulatory framework are strengthening, and the pipeline of credible, profitable homegrown companies capable of accessing public market is real. Today's ceremony is evidence of that. Ladies and gentlemen, as Kasapreko rings the bell on the Ghana Stock Exchange in a few minutes, I commend Dr. Ejay, the founder and group chairman of the entire Kasapreko family. You have built something that endures. You have shown that a Ghanaian dream, backed by discipline and resilience, can grow into a publicly listed enterprise. Ghana's manufacturing story cannot be told without you. Let me also applaud the 18,000 plus Ghanaians who invested in this IPO. You did not wait for foreign capital to believe in what Ghana can produce. Your vote of confidence in Ghana's industrial future is unprecedented and commendable. To the board, managing director, my brother Richard Ejay, and the entire Kasapreko team, the Ghana Stock Exchange is not your finish line. It is a launch pad. The best chapters are ahead. I cannot finish without commending the CEO of Ghana Stock Exchange, one of the CEOs making women proud. Abna Ayeko, Ghana is proud of you. Women of Ghana are proud of you. Kasapreko has set the pace. I am convinced that more indigenous Ghanaian companies will brace the storm to be listed in this ever-growing exchange. And as I always pray, may God bless our efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Please, a round of applause again for her. She has promised that she's going to bring a company very soon. So we'll be chasing her. We'll be there. Thank you, Honorable Minister. So, the time we have all seated here waiting for, we are here. This is the time. So, we are going to have a musical break as we fix things for the declaration and the almighty bell. This bell, you don't come and ring it. Just, you can't even, when you're a visitor and you come here, you can't even ring it unless you are coming to list, because it's so significant for us. So on that note, we'll take a musical break as we fix this place for the next activity. Thank you.
It's an honor to be here in the presence of amazing dignitaries. So it's only right to do one of the most beautiful ever written. And if you know this song, you can sing along or nod your head. Okay. Ododie say I know pemi, onim joya o ma me embre. Ododie say I know pemi. It's your name no money din from more. I wanna me boy I need the true. With a sa imagine. Sorry no ba o wa dream go dance o wa dream sa. When they men jam into mintina, me wanna swam into minka so. Me do it say I know pemi. Me baby I say me better don't go. Na so ye mo me no bia. Me baby I say me better don't go. Ojo ye way me do sing obia. Me baby I say oh say what joy me want. Oh me no bia. Me baby I say me better don't go. Tomorrow see me do sing obia. I see people singing. Okay, let's do this. I need someone to call my own. Gonna make yeah. Now I found someone to sit on my throne. What from your him man, I'm missing my friend. Oh, in or don't be oh, me to me down at you, boy, yeah. The more be younger, me at all, yeah. And cause it's up for better sentiment, yeah. Or tomorrow, see. Oh, when I'm yes, and I may know. When I'm yes, and I may know. When I'm yes, and I may know. Me baby, I say. Oh, not so yeah, me no bia. Me baby, I say, me don't go. won't come dear. Adore your way. Oh, me baby, say. Oh, several giant memoir, me novia, me baby, say, me better go, me better walk on. Oh, Thomas, ye, me don't sing of ya. Adore your way, me don't sing of ya. Adore your way, me don't sing of ya. Adore ye, I see you singing. Me don't sing. Do you know me? Adore your way.
Me don't see you, yeah.
Okay. Adore your way.
Don't see you, yeah.
Say, I'm coming to you. Oh, say it's shy. I want one last man to try it. Oh, adore your way. Let's see who's bold enough. Let's see. Adore your way. You know what? One more time. I feel it in you. One more time. Oh, adore your way.
We don't see you, yeah.
Come on. I love it. We don't sing, oh, yeah. Adore your way. Oh, adore your way. Me don't sing, oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Mr. Wachis, you hear that? So, this is the moment. I'll call our board chairperson, Madame Pearl Nkrumah. Hello. Hello. Sure. Then the Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, our Honorable Minister, and please, everybody who stood here to give a speech, please join in the declaration and the tolling of the bell. Please, Kasapreko, MD, Board Chair, Pinnacle, all of us, APSA, Eunice, please join. Okay. Please, we have, hey, which one? Please, all of, we can stand at the back, up here, it's there, yes, so that we'll be arranged very properly, otherwise we'll not have the space.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to read the shortest speech for the day, yet the most important of the day. By the powers conferred on me by the Council of the Ghana Stock Exchange, I formally declare Kasapreko Plc officially listed on the main equities market of the Ghana Stock Exchange with total ordinary shares of 4.1 billion cedis, valued at 4,959 billion, and for trading to commence in its shares under the acronym CASA. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. So we have a special thing to do that was not part of the program. This one you have something to show that indeed you're on this market. When anybody enters your office, it will show.
Congratulations to Kasapreko Plc on your initial public offering and admission to the GSE's main market this June 15, 2026.
No, we can't go there. To this side. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Richard, this is yours. I believe you put it somewhere that when anybody enters your office, they will say it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now, if you look at the board, Kasapreko has traded and it has appreciated already. So we have 1.32 Ghana cedis. You remember it was sold at 1.20. So it means that we have capital appreciation already. So people have started making returns already. Yes. So just patience and you see CASA coming on the board with the green light, which indicates that the share price has appreciated. So we are yet to get there. So if you have bought, it means that you have made some gains already. You have made some gains already. You have made some gains already. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kasapreko. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now please sit. We are not done yet. We are not done yet. Please sit. Please sit. We are not done yet. We know we have spent quite some time, but please sit for us. so we can finish. Please sit. So we will have a vote of thanks from our Deputy Managing Director, Greg Pitts, of the Kasapreko Plc.
Good afternoon, everybody. I think I'm standing in between you and lunch, so I'll be as brief as possible. I think it's my honor to give a vote of thanks. If I could please have your quietness for a few minutes. Thank you. To the Honourable Minister of Trade and Agriculture and Industry, thank you for being with us today. I can say we certainly feel you. You've been to our offices twice already this year, and thank you for coming today and your words of kindness and wisdom, and we look forward to inviting you back for the opening of our plant in a few months' time. So thank you. Thank you very much. To the MD of the GSC, I recall being here about 3 years ago when you chased Richard and myself to the elevator. We'd just done the debt listing, and you were on our case to come back for equities. I think our MD pressed the down button, I think 4 or 5 times to try and get the elevator to come faster. So thank you for your perseverance, and this is now our home as well. So thank you for having us. To the CEO of the National Pensions, I think our learning in terms of the pensions is that they've certainly been a great help to us. The pensions obviously are part of our debt program, as well as on our part of our equity program. And every quarter we engage with the pension funds, and certainly the inputs and the value add in terms of challenging us has really helped us in terms of how we think about our business and how we form our business. So certainly we would recommend to other institutions to bring the pension funds on board as well. To the SEC, thank you for your efforts as well. I know that the team worked very fast to get us approved and within our timelines. So we thank you for that as well. To the AGI as well, thank you for joining us. I think we have a great partnership with the AGI, and look forward to more engagements as we influence policy going forward. To the arrangers, KPMG, CBG, Databank, ABSA, I think certainly the likes of Ama, Yvonne, and Kazito need a special mention. You guys have certainly handheld us for the last three or 4 years, and we're really proud to work with you. You feel like you're part of our family and are really what we would say trusted advisors. On a lighter note, Tabina, every time I come and we ring the bell, I have a child. So you spoke about bringing other instruments. Please keep your instruments elsewhere. Thank you very much. That's true. That's true. Yeah. To GC, I think today GC often comes probably 2 or 3 times a year. He comes to our offices, and obviously the place changes when GC walks in. You can feel the environment. But GC will always sit me down, and he always gives me wonderful proverbs, different stories about life, and I value those. And I think his favorite one is the eagle story. And GC, I'm not going to tell the story, it's GC's story to tell, but GC, today you are on your perch, and we look forward to seeing you fly high and keep a watchful eye over all of us as we take this business forward. So thank you for trusting in us, and we'll see you soar. Thank you very much. In fact, I'm called the seagull. If you're the eagle, I'm called the seagull. We'll talk about that later. To the board, Mr. Adetolo, thank you for your guidance. I think it's been a long journey, and we value your input and the board's input along with the shareholders. Thank you for today, and thank you for being ever present in our business, along with Pinnacle, led by Mr. Bodo. We thank you. To Richard, I met Richard about 10 years ago. And the aim at the time was to get my current business to buy shares in Kasapreko. I see everyone's watching the share price. Is it changing? But that was the aim, for us to partner with Richard, get to know the business, and for that business to buy a share in Kasapreko. Lo and behold, Richard ended up buying me. I left my business. I'm not. and today here we are. So a much better journey. And Richard, as an Exco team, we're very proud of you, and we look forward to helping you drive the business forward and improve, obviously, the shareholder value. And then lastly, to the team today, Linda, Florence, thank you for all your efforts. Great day. So well done, and thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much, GMD Kasapreko. So we started with a prayer. We need to close with a prayer. On that note, I'll call Linda to come, and she is the marketing manager of Kasapreko.
Thank you so much, Joyce. And thank you all for coming. Please, maybe on our feet as we share a word of prayer. Our Lord and Master Jesus, we thank you for today. We thank you for all that you have helped us accomplish as a business. Indeed, today is a day that you made for us, and we have been glad and we have rejoiced in it. Father, as we live here, we ask that you continue to guide us, you continue to give us wisdom to be able to take Kasapreko to the next level. As we keep saying around in the office, a year by this time, we are going to trade above 200 cedis. Lord, we are knowing that you let this come to pass. We know what you can do. So continue to bless the company, bless our group chairman, bless our MD, and each and every member of board and management. Thank you for your faithfulness. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we pray thanksgiving. Amen.
Thank you very much, Linda. Please be seated. Please, we know we have taken your time, but please be seated. Please be seated. Now, Kasapreko has been very kind enough to give us some reception at the top. So please don't rush out. You go up there for some refreshment. But before then, we want to take some pictures. You know, it's always good to have pictures during this, at events of such nature. So, I will invite all the speakers. Honorable Minister, you have to leave. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So on that note, I will invite all the speakers to please come and take pictures. We have a tall list. So please come. Every speaker, please come up here, so that we can take the pictures as fast as we can. So the next is speakers and transaction advisors. We have Data Bank. I think ABSA is here already. So Data Bank, please join. KPMG and Bella, please join. Data Bank, please join. KPMG, Bella, join this group. Mr. Akote, where are you?
You are so important, yes, for our markets. Please don't hide, though. We want to see you. Okay. Thank you very much. Are we done? Thank you. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, the next group, we have Kasapreko Board. Kasapreko Board, all the board members of Kasapreko. Please, all the board members of Kasapreko. All the board members of Kasapreko, please. All board members, please, up, up, up. Oh, sorry. Sorry?
All the names?
For those that came, those that spoke.
I saw that some of them went on, I haven't printed some pictures.